Huzzah. Welcome back. You have found yourselves after a long, treacherous, and chilly venture across the icy death road. Now, safely and comfortably resting in the small, hidden, nestled village of Theod. After after trying to relax a little bit and get a little bit of bearing on where you are and what your surrounding is, you decided that some of you were going to indulge in a bit of a spa day. Spa day. What you didn't realize is that from afar, other parties were spying in on you and seeing that their charges were conversing with you directly, enacted the darker side of the contract that was placed between the Gold Spark and the late Boren and Paul. Amidst the chaos, you scrambled to figure out what was going on. After talking with Madam and a couple of the other patrons there, Madam has divulged some information about the surrounding area, and you have all settled into kind of taking a little bit more of a lay of Theod itself. At that point, the madam decides that she's going to tell a little story about the history of Theod itself, as well as some of the things in Jotunheim. The Song of the Great Heart. As you gather down in the Great Hall, everybody kind of like gathers round, almost like story time. And Madam is up in front of the hearth as everybody gathers around the couches and sits down, a little crisscross applesauce on the floor. Some of them are kind of like cuddling up with each other and just getting nice and cozy. Drinks are being poured and little snack plates are brought out. And Madam begins. Sing to me the heart of winter on the winds from the north, in a song sung since the walled world was young, and in the iron woods old, as they have always been and will always be. For then the heart rested in the valleys, and its song carried far across the mountains, echoing across the lance in the violet mists of eternity. The song was so lovely, it called the waters to shore, and into the valley, and when the tide returned to the deep, he left a pearl to remember. But pearls being round, roll down mountains, even kept safe by the heart and the valley, and this one to the very edge of the walled world. The heart grew in the mountain to heal the land, and the pearl shone its light into the darkest valleys. So even when the heart stilled forever, the pearl kept its memory alive in the winds that echo eternity. At this point, everybody's just kind of like enjoying the lilt, and there's soft music beginning to play in the background as Madam kind of strolls about and gestures to everybody while she recites all of this. It's a lovely moment of calm and slight bit of confusion as you don't really recognize the things that are being talked about. But it's a nice, calm moment after what's been a very treacherous and exciting time. So while you are all snuggled in, enjoying some story time and some of the comforts, what Picus and Barrick and Icaphan, what would you like to do?
In the town as a whole, or in
Either inside the Great Hall or like throughout the course of the rest of the evening. You have time to talk to other denizens. You can explore a little bit more of the surrounding the grounds of Theod itself.
I would like to explore the grounds. What is the name of the giant woman?
There's many giant women, and
the
men
one
here,
in particular.
But you've made a fast friend with Slam Dance Strongarm.
Slam Dance.
She is a dwarf giant, very boisterous kind of vibe to her. Lots of laughing, lots of drinking, and man, is she just all about like the feats of strength. She wants to do arm wrestling. She's doing like lifting and chucking competition.
she's a strong lady.
She is a very strong lady. Competitive, but fair.
Slam Dance Strong Arm.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask if she would be willing to show me some of her favorite spots around Theod.
Oh, I can totally do that. It'd be so great. Listen, you're probably the fuzziest thing I've ever seen, and I love it. So, and I like your enthusiasm. It's great. Let's get to it. I'm going to show you the quarters. We can probably give you a little bit of a bath. You could use a scrub.
Hey, you're not wrong.
I know.
I have a nose. I've noticed.
She leads you out over towards where the women's quarters is, because in both those the women's and men's quarters, they're more like dorm rooms. Both of them have spa, little sauna setups, so she's more familiar with that. She knows that's where she's got her stuff. She's gonna give you a bath, basically. Clean you up, buff the nails.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, Barrick's gonna be very.
I'm due for a pedicure.
Very puffy.
Gonna come out with like bows and shit in my hair.
Only if you want them.
Full perm.
Exactly.
Yeah. just a fro with horns.
Looking like a cockapoo.
Big shaggy boy.
Yes.
So while you're off doing that and having conversations, do you want to talk to her about anything, or do you have questions, concerns, criticisms?
Yeah, so what is there to do for fun around here besides drink and throw stuff? Not that those aren't fun.
Well, most people come to Theod for more of the carnal delights.
Oh.
It's kind of the main thing we do here, but we're a close-knit group and we get along real well, so we tend to just keep to ourselves and entertain those who come through in whatever capacity that we can and is amenable.
Has there been any strangers? I'm sure there's a lot of different persons that come through here.
We get a fair amount of travelers, yeah.
anybody that's stood out as being a particular strange point?
Not so much in the strange way, but more
like a douchey lion. He's all namby-pamby.
It sounds familiar. Not recently, though.
What else was there? Three dwarves on the polar bear.
Now, that's a sight. I do remember seeing that. Okay. That was maybe, I don't know, a week ago? Give or take a couple days?
And there was a frost giant with a big fuck-off sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, didn't talk to the lion. I think he was getting a little too comfortable. Madam told him he had to leave.
Okay.
It happens from time to time. There's a couple in there right now. There's this other guy. He comes in real lanky, tall fella. Never wants to pay. Always tries to skip out.
Real lanky, tall fella. Do you happen to know his name?
He's one of the boys over in Tharn. Not the crotchety old one, but his name Beldor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've met him.
Yeah, he's there.
They all happen to be there.
It's probably best for him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't mend well with
you-
everybody else.
What would you have to see if somebody had the corpse of their wife kicked in a glass box in the main hall?
I'm not one to kink shame, but it's not my cup of tea.
Just gonna
Yeah.
that.
And as this is all going on, she's kind of like brushing out the fur.
No.
They got a lot of knots.
It's like I've never heard of conditioner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Most of the time we get some travelers that come out from Glam to have a nice weekend and look to blow off a little bit of steam. So we do what we can. Business is usually really good, and if anyone gets out of hand, we have our ways of dealing with them.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey,
I've seen you in action.
you're not too bad yourself.
I mean, I try.
Don't worry, we'll ice your shoulder down.
I'm used to being the big one around.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Nah, you're just a little puffball. She kind of starts massaging in this like conditioning oil through the fur on your hair and around your head and around the back of the neck. Really get it into the scruff under the collar.
Little puffball. I think that's really all I had. I just an armorer. I would like to know an armorer. I am still on board with getting.
Absolutely. If you need any kind of armory work done, you want to talk to Tanith, she's the smithy. Does fantastic work. Nothing super elaborate. You got to go to Glam for that, but if you need something that's just going to be pure function,
I want
she'll help it.
Spikes for my horns.
Talk to Tanith.
Yes.
But yeah, once we get you cleaned up, we'll head over there and, actually, no, it's a little late. She's probably done working on the forge.
We can do it tomorrow.
Well, we can chat with her over drinks.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Could you spell that for me, please?
Tanith. Taneth. Taneth.
Okay. I still
Got it.
Ear out of my left ear.
For sure. All right, so you go and get your little makeover done. Ikafan, you had spent a little bit of time talking with Brick, who is the cook in Theod, about setting up some kind of a trade deal agreement, business workings for mead supply to Theod. You had enjoyed the Elder Rose cocktails that they have floating around, but they're definitely on the more floral side. And while Brick was standing around, or while you were hanging out and talking with Brick, Madame Tar comes over and says, if we want to set up any kind of long-standing agreement, we need, first of all, a sample of the wares, and then we'd have to break it down into how much can you provide and how often can you make deliveries. And you can...
Yes, of course. Samples, I have plenty, and I pull out one of the very tiny, sealed shooters, effectively.
Okay.
Samples, I have plenty, and then in terms of setting up a supply chain, I can send word back to Niflir, and then from there, they'll set up a solitary keg for an initial down payment, of course, and then we can negotiate from there.
Well, that sounds like a lovely plan.
I really appreciate you being open to this. I haven't wandered through too many towns up this far, and to run into one that hasn't sampled or heard of us is refreshing, I guess.
Well, I'm glad that you are enjoying yourself and find that it hasn't been quite as an inhospitable area as some might be leading you to believe. But yes, it's quite lovely.
There are plants and animals all over this realm. It is not a question of inhospitality, because anything can grow or live here. But you have certainly made it a very warm welcome, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. While having this conversation, you notice that there's a female frost giant sitting towards the end of the counter across from you, or down the way from you. She's this long silvery white hair, or sorry, the silvery white fur wrap coming down, and you recognize that she has a small emblem of a floral brooch pin.
Okay. Where do I recognize this from?
The book of flora and fauna that you had been flipping through.
Give me, I will be back if you need, but I'm going to go talk to this individual over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I make my exit and scoot all the way down to the end of the table where this frost giant is.
Absolutely.
Hi, hello. Hi there.
As you look up, and I mean up, she's 16 feet tall. So you're knee high. Yeah. This is, hello, hi.
Hi,
Could I help you?
I was across the hall and couldn't help but notice that lovely brooch that you're wearing, that pin. And I was wondering where I may get
If you wanted a brooch like this, you would have to go to Helchel. Um, but what is it that interests you about this?
what was I could not hear the name of the place.
Helchel.
El Show.
Mhm.
The design on it, the flower that's on the floral design. I've been looking for a flower like that for quite some time.
Ah, well, this is one of the very few flowers that grows in Jotunheim. It's found uh, almost exclusively up around Mount Uliospen, north and a bit west of here.
It went a bit west.
West.
Interesting. And why the jewelry? Is it special? Is it?
It's a reminder of that even beautiful things can survive harsh environments. Uh, Strength and beauty are not mutually exclusive, but can be codependent and representative, tied to each other.
It's beautiful. Thank you for all of the information. Yeah. Again, I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
I will let you get on with your evening.
You should know that Uliospin is not a easy trek if you do go to find it, as these flowers do tend to grow uh, upon the remains of people and or animals. Uh,
They're a death blow.
Sort of, or more of a remembrance.
Interesting. Thank you. Anything else I should know before I cut this short?
If you are making your way to Uliospin, definitely stop in Helchel for some of the finest goat milk truffles that you would ever have. It's a silky delicacy.
Oat milk pretzels, got it.
Enjoy your night.
And you enjoy yours as well, and I slide over a free sample.
These free samples, they're like
They're like
little single shot bottles to us.
yeah.
So you're sliding these giants a
This is-
little drop of
Literally just the tiniest taste.
I love it.
You don't need more?
Unless you want more.
That's true, in which case we can negotiate a supply run. I'll send a keg.
I mean, last time I had the honey mead, that was a rough day. That was the worst crit fail.
It is a slight work.
Yeah.
Alright. I've got what I need.
Yeah. While you were having your conversation, Zaith had run up to Madame Tar and kind of whisked her ear to talk more about Vanessa and the Song of Great Heart. Amrix is being swarmed by a handful of both the concubines and a patron or two who are would appear to be more like the high giant born, and they are fawning over him like he is the most precious thing on the face of the earth right now.
Is it because he's a dragon?
It is because he is a dragon. They like, you know how people get like really into like, oh, it's so this cute little dog, it's a cute bunny rabbit. No, giants are all about like the lizard things. They're just enamored.
So he's like a corgi to them.
Yeah, yeah. He's getting all the attention. They're like telling him he's like polish his armor up a little bit. And, yeah.
I mean, I have no room to talk. I was enamored by a ice salamander. So.
It's fair.
He was a good boy.
He was a good boy.
He's a good Greg.
R.I.P. Greg. I know he's not dead, but...
Hikus, what are you up to?
When did we... Was it the last round that we dealt with the cats? Or was it the round before?
That was that was the last one. Yeah.
So, is that where I am?
I mean, is that where you want to be? You did convince the cats to move from the storehouse into the stables.
And then they were gonna go with
And
us.
then they're gonna come with you when you leave to make your way to Glam.
Okay. Okay.
As the night is going about around you, you hanging out with your moth cats.
Yeah.
You sidled away to the stable and just
Yeah.
If you need help taming
Trying-
one, remember
trying
last
to
time I rolled
swarm
to
them.
tame something?
Is it animal handling?
Yes, it
yes,
is.
it would be.
I mean, we do have a... Ikafan, you spoke to them. You spoke to our what are they called?
Moth cats?
Moth cats.
You spoke to the moth cats and helped us because they were stuck.
Excellent. I love this.
I sent you the picture of the fuzzy buzzy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you need me to speak to them again?
No, I was kind of out of game just telling you that you had.
You and I insisted in that way.
Done some good helpings.
Yeah.
Chatted with the moth cats.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna go in there and see if any of them kind of feel like sidling up to me.
Okay. In the stable, while you're in there, you see Mondrian. He's the like stable keep. Big, broad-shouldered dude, about 18 feet tall. A little bit on the scruffy side, but he's currently kind of like shifting some hay bales over towards one of the ox stalls. Well, hello, little one. You're here to see the cats.
Yes.
Yes, the little flittery things. You say you will take them, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
They're very cute. I like them, but
They're coming with us.
okay, good, because
They're causing problems.
that's an understatement, yeah? Yeah.
They ate my favorite sweater.
They'll eat everything. A couple of them do see you and kind of like flitter down a little more inspectory of you.
They got some jerky.
Okay.
You got some what?
Jerky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like,
Go ahead, roll an animal handling check.
Roll a jerky check, please.
Oh my god. 6.
Nice.
I tried to focus my energy.
One of them as soon as the jerky comes out, one of them dive bombs to grab it as another one is coming from the other way, and they kind of collide and smash into you, and you get like smacked in the face with one of the wings, and they start like roll fighting in the air over this piece of jerky.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that there could be like different like subspecies of moth cat? So like possibly after different moths? I'm just saying.
Make a nature check. Even though you're not there, but I'll let it slide.
You said nature?
Mm-hmm.
That's 11.
It stands to reason that there would be various iterations of moth cats depending on,
Collect them all.
climate and things.
Like evolutions.
Oh God. Gotta catch them all.
What's the stable keep's name?
Mondrian.
Mundrian?
Mondrian. Yeah.
If any of these guys kind of... Do you feel that they're fond of you?
These ones here?
Yeah.
No, not really. They like you and they like food. They're
I want them to like me.
don't really know where they came from. They're outside of cities. They're very not domesticated. Not like my good boy here, as he pats the side of this like ox yak. Very similar to the ones that you saw all the way back at Rim. But if you want to get a wild animal to like you,
Yes.
food is not enough. You need to give them a calm and safe place to feel like they can trust you. So come, and we sit down,
Okay.
and like even sitting down, he just towers above you. And he takes his big hands and kind of holds your forearms.
Are we having a ghost moment right now?
Not really.
Oh.
No, they're face to face. Face to face.
Oh my love.
He goes, okay. You ignore them, because if you give them too much attention, then they know they own you, and you cannot let them own you. You must be strong, like a tree.
Okay.
So be a tree.
Okay.
As after about 5 minutes of just silent breathing, three of the moth cats come down and land like near you. One of them starts to sniff around by your feet between the two of you. And you can feel Mondrian's grasp just kind of squeeze ever so slightly. Wait. The one that's by your feet looks up at you with his big, glossy black eyes. Gives a blink.
I blink back.
Okay. Make your animal handling check again with advantage.
Do you wanna
No.
roll the
13.
It blinks back again in response. Places one paw on your lap and kind of like settles down. Just keep just the one paw, but you have one paw of this moth cat who's just kind of like starting to settle and snuggle down, like half on your foot. It's pretty good. You might have a knack for this. Okay, now very slow. Just put your hand by its head. Not over, like to the side. And then you can give a little scratch. It's very good. You notice that this particular one, the paw that it has out on you, has like black speckles on the fur, on like the bottom of its front legs. A little distinctive marking. And it seems like you have made a friend with one.
I think I should take this one with me. Forever.
No, you take all of them with you.
I'll take
You
all
take
of them
all
with
of them
me.
with you when you leave. That was the deal.
I'll take all of them.
Whatever happens after that is it's up to you.
But I'll take this one.
But now you know.
Forever.
Now you know.
You like tree.
You like tree.
Okay.
Something about you. It seems like you have a vibe like a tree's.
No one's ever said that before.
Well,
I
now
like
they
trees,
have. Yes,
Climb
trees.
trees.
Trees are nice.
Climb a lot of trees.
Well, I would suppose you would have to, because you're very short.
Yes. Yes. Different perspective than my normal one, which is
Yeah.
usually backs people's knees and butts.
Knees and butts could be nice too.
Knees.
Look,
Questionable.
I hear all kinds of weird things from in there.
That's
The
true.
knees, it's not that weird.
Have you never just like walked up to hit on a woman and just been like, damn girl, you got nice knees? Like, it's never. Okay, I can't say I have either, to be perfectly honest.
Maybe that'd be a different approach. Who knows? Could work.
Although I have heard it. My line of work. Similar line of work
Ah,
in the past.
do stable work as well.
No, not stable work.
Oh,
It was stable.
ah. Okay, you're funny. I like you.
Not in a stable.
You don't know
Sometimes
that.
people roleplayed as though.
Just gonna see myself out of this one.
You weren't even there.
Huh?
You were off getting your spa.
Is Slam Dance
Fine.
a concubine?
Oh yeah,
They
Oh,
are.
okay. I guess I actually didn't put that
Yeah.
together till just now.
fair.
Yeah, I mean, if she's into that kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever talked about my species and the existence of genitalia. So
Sure.
who knows?
We will burn that bridge when we get to it.
I hope we never do.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's the whole thing is about showing a good time and interacting. So if it's one type of thing versus another, like arm wrestling, so be it.
Did you grow up here?
Indeed. No. I move around a little bit. Spent a lot of time in Hellchel. Just get a little too noisy. Theod's nice. It's kind of quiet and everybody's real nice. So I like it here. It's good. It's calming,
Have you heard the story about the pearl?
Oh yeah. Great heart. She had daughter, and then that daughter wanted to go off and explore a lot more. I don't remember the rest of it, how it ends, but I know that someone died, and it's very sad, but it happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna hang out with.
Just keep giving
Yeah.
jerky and scritches. At this point in the evening, after you've all kind of had your little like conversations and explore around the village a little bit more to get familiar with the layout, the frivolity starts to mellow down. You see some of the people being paired off and being led up to rooms for some late night entertainment in the privacy of closed doors. Slam Dance does look at you and go, "You gonna take another swing at it? Huh? Come on now."
You know, I can't even tell you the last time I had an offer that sounded that great. Let's do it.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Settle up. And go ahead and roll athletics. It's a contested athletics.
18.
So with that, she gets 19.
I hate this tag.
Kind of like locked up for a little bit, and you feel like you're getting a little on the lead, and she just does one of those like shift the weight, and it brings it back up in the middle. Come on now, don't play with me. You just got all cleaned up. You too rested. You too softened up. That conditioner got into your shoulder a bit. Come on now.
16.
With that natural 1.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I'll show you, conditioner.
And you catch her off guard and just. Okay. You want to play? She grabs herself a chunk of bread, just sets it down, gives a little stretch, gets a little bit of talc out from a pouch on her belt.
Share the wealth.
Kind of sprinkle some on your hand. Locks up again. All right, this one. Winner buys drink.
Uh, 15.
16.
Oh.
A bit more of that stalemate, and she starts creeping.
Not very good. 8.
24.
Woo!
Oh!
Ooh.
Just you get the back of your wrist and the knuckles just impact the hard table. You're 1-1 right now. All right, last one.
Base 2 out of 3.
I like it.
Oh, that's down there now.
Woo! We got a rogue one.
13.
11.
Where'd that dice go? Yeah, we'll find it later.
It's over there by your foot.
I have other d20s.
So you're sitting there. You're sitting stalemated, back and forth.
That cocked. That's going to be 16.
14. Sitting there, still just that back and forth, still locked up.
19.
21.
Oh.
As it starts to lean back and forth for both, she wrenches through, and it's a squeezer, but she's able to just tap the back of your wrist just enough. And she's like, that was good. It was a good fight. It's not often that I meet someone who's not a giant that can still hold their own.
Well, I mean...
So, I gotta give you credit.
Yeah.
Tell
I
you
can't
what,
tell you the last time I ran into somebody who could even hold a candle to that, so...
Well, that's fair. But this is Thea.
Uh-huh.
We're a different breed.
Oh. I mean, I know all about being a different breed.
Bet you do.
Not many giant cow people walking around where I'm from.
Not many around here either.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Seem to be the only one.
I've known a handful over my years, but yeah, none of them really. They usually keep themselves.
Yeah. Back home, it was just me and my father.
Is it you get along with your dad?
Get along is stretching it.
Brings a couple of drinks, come over, and Huter drops them off, and she's enjoy. I'll put it on his tab.
Tab?
Don't worry about it. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. You keep in touch. Yeah.
I mean, we aren't like. I still speak with him, but it's been a while. Obviously, like I've been traveling, kind of striking my own path. A very similar path to him, but he was a known sideshow.
Oh.
You know, like they have the strong man.
Right.
He was the strong man, but he's not a man. But he is strong. Back home in, I forgot where I said I was from. Back home in Vanaheim, I'm from a town called Faug. And we're like right in the kind of like a mountain basin.
Oh, kind of like here.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
A lot, not as cold.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But, I mean, I'm obviously equipped for the cold. It doesn't really bother me. It never bothered me anyway. Had to.
All right.
But no, I mean, you live a life trying to follow in your father's footsteps and get out of his shadow. And then you come to the realization that, maybe there are footsteps of your own that you should be creating instead of following in somebody else's. And Dad was comfortable being famous in Faug, but like the fuck happens in Faug? Nothing. So here I am. I don't care about being famous. I care about being strong, but not just physically. Strong in my relationships with others. Strength is so much... Wow, I'm getting really smart for Eric. Strength is about so much more. Yeah, I am. Yes, true. So much more than just what your body can do and what your mind can do for you, but also what it can do for other people. So, yeah, I like to have a good rough around in arm wrestling, but I also want to help people that I know my strength will provide them something that they don't have. Just kind of how I got in this situation.
Right. Well, you seem to have a pretty good head on your shoulders.
I try.
So
I'm trying to keep it there too.
yeah, we all do. No, I get what you're saying about parents in general. Mom was a giant, Dad was a dwarf, so they don't really get along super well around here. But I find that when I want to hold my own, I reach down deep into the grit, and that's where I find a lot of my strength. I think it comes from the dwarven blood.
Right. I mean, I definitely understand that. I've lived around dwarves my entire existence. There's like a rumor or a legend that the dwarves created us in some sense. It's all a bunch of.
They do like stories. They like their stories.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, they do. But that sounds like your parents sound like Romeo and Juliet, something like that. I try to read the book, but I don't read.
I mean, giant dwarf. It's a lot of things. It's not as.
I mean, I'm a cowman.
Sure. It doesn't matter. No. I think it's been a day, and I think I'm gonna call it an evening. I'm gonna rest up because I'm gonna take on that challenge again tomorrow. We're gonna another go before you leave town.
Oh,
absolutely.
You can have as many goes as you want. Whoa.
Hey, no. Look, we've got the tab going, so I'm just saying.
For now, I'm gonna go find my. I'm gonna kind of like nod for a second, and be like, friends. I'm gonna go find my friends.
All right. You do that. Enjoy your evening.
You
Barrick.
too.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Get some sleep.
I'm gonna sleep so sound.
Yes.
She kind of like pushes back from the table, gets up, slams the rest of her drink.
I'll do the same.
And then sets the cup up on the bar, gives a nod to Brick, and heads out the Great Hall towards chambers.
I'm gonna go find these little rapscallions.
So Icaphan and Picus, are you back in the Great Hall, or are you still out hanging with your moth cat?
Yeah, I'll wander back into the Great Hall.
Okay. You see there's you see Slam Dance leaving, and you see Barrick kind of sitting there at the table. Very, very puffy. Like, just the amount of volume on his fur, it's like poking up through and out of all the things, almost like a overstuffed scarecrow.
Whoa.
Like he got put through the dryer.
I, for one, love this. I'm a big fan.
Don't get
He looks-
used to it.
He looks very soft.
I'm like twirling.
Like the softest puppy in Puppy Town.
Oh yeah.
Friends, I know I haven't been around this route for a very long time. But I was wondering if there's a particular place that we're headed next, or if we're just heading in a general direction.
Yes, We are headed to
Salt Steps, right?
The ultimate goal, yeah. The ultimate goal is Salt Steps, where the main fissure is. The next place that you would be going along that route would probably be Glam, the capital city.
Okay, to see Gling, right?
Yeah.
Gling and Glam.
Gling and
Okay.
Glam.
We're going to Glam. What?
Would I know where those are on a map? That's a question.
You would probably know on a map where Glam is. Yeah, it's kind of like the big capital city of Jotunheim.
So if I were to want to go to Hellshell, would that be a detour, a major one?
Not terribly. No, as you've kind of like chatted with some of the other people there, they've filled in some of the gaps on your map to give you some more information as to like where things are. It's about 15 miles. It's about 40 miles from Theod to Glam, or Hellchell. It just kind of depends on whether you go like straight west to get to Glam, or to Hellchell, or if you do a little like southwest to get to Glam.
Would we be interested in a slight detour?
I'm down.
For making... that is a lot easier of a sell than I was anticipating this being.
Where is it? Where?
It's about 40 miles west of here. There's a town that has excellent goat milk truffles, and I believe that the flower I'm looking for grows on a mountain nearby. It won't be easy. In fact, some would even say treacherous.
Oh.
I'm down.
We've encountered some treacherousness. Treacherosity.
Get out of my head.
Oh, I love it.
I've been forever now.
Also, I will have to say, sidebar, I love that we are trying to talk about going to pick flowers on a mountain, and Keegan is wearing a floral shirt right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely repping the character.
10 out of 10, no notes.
I stole the DM notes and read ahead.
No, you didn't.
I organized my outfits accordingly.
Can you tell me about this flower that you're looking for and why?
Yes. Oh, right now.
Right now.
Right now. Yes. It's for my friends that I carry on my back, and they very much need it to reach their next stage in pupation.
Okay.
They are feeding their queen, and if I am correct about this flower, they need the pollen from it in order to make the royal jelly, as it were.
Is it also is there a time limit as well?
So I came out here to find this thing. So I would like it to be done as soon as possible.
Okay.
But since we're so close and it wouldn't be incredibly far out of the way from where we're heading next, I think there is no time like the present.
I have one question, and that is the adventure that we're currently on. If it fails,
Yes.
there will be no friends on your back, because there will be nothing. And so I think my only question is if we know of how time sensitive it is for us to get to Glam, or if we think that this is all such like a huge thing that involves so many people to coordinate together that us going on this little side detour would not really affect the larger adventure. And if anyone knows this.
What if this is what in character and above board, Jan. What if Ikathan and myself detour to the mountain and meet you guys in Glam?
Well, I like climbing.
Well, yes, you do. You're very good at it.
So I want to go as
You're
well.
very good at climbing.
I am. I'm very good at climbing.
An adept climber, some would say. The best climber I've ever met, in fact.
The best.
It's so good. Nobody climbs like Picus climbs.
Nobody climbs like me.
The best climbs.
I am more than willing to go at it alone, and head out. I was alone before I met you all, and this is my journey, so I can undertake it alone if needed.
Well, you're part of the group now, so we all go as one and help each other out on what we need help on.
Or, just to touch base, we can go do this thing real quick, and then meet you guys in Glam.
Like I said, I like to climb.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this scene will not be a quick one. This may be, the flowers are on top of the mountain, so it is probably not the quickest of detours, although we are close geographically.
Shout it from on top of a mountain.
Not on top, somewhere, on a corpse or something.
Sorry, what?
These flowers need warm soil to grow in, despite growing in the harsh environment, so they often grow in the rotting corpses of the dead. Or so I'm told.
It's an interesting factoid.
I have no
I
questions.
thought so too. No questions.
I have no questions. I'm in.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll have to ask the other two if they feel the same, but I believe we have a majority here to vote, and it sounds like we're going to head to the Hellshop. And we're going to find the flower.
Well, after we go to Glam, we need to go to where?
I think when we get to Glam, we'll probably get more information on where we're going next.
And if we're 2 or 3 days shy of getting to Glam on time, I'm sure it isn't going to be the end of the world.
That's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure it will be
Possibly. No.
exactly that.
I mean, we have been kind of
It'll
At this for a
it'll
bit.
make it doing Hellchell to Uliospin before getting to Glam will maybe add like a couple days.
I mean, we have been taking our time here in getting floofed and things like
I
that.
look like I got a Brazilian blowout.
So I think
We need to both focus on our own individual things and the fate of the world as we know it. We can do both.
But her individual thing is the fate of the world. My individual
and my
thing
moth
is kind of a
cats.
my individual thing is kind of a broad thing. So I'm fine with whatever. And I mean, not like anybody can stop me. If I wanted to go to Hellshell right now without you or you, I could just go.
No, We're a team. We go as a team. This is part of it. This is part of it.
Good to know you're loyal.
That's not. It has nothing to do with loyalty. It comes to
Okay,
decision making.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
You baffle me.
Me?
No.
What?
I think I understand. You baffle me.
What have I done?
Nothing.
I'm here for the party, and I'm not leaving until they throw me out. I had to finish it.
Nice.
That's sick. Very cool.
So yeah, wherever you guys want to go, I'm game.
Sounds like we know what we're doing.
Yes.
But
Fantastic.
It's late, so we can leave in the morning.
I don't know if we do know for certain where we're going. On the count of 3, both of you see where we're going next. 1, 2, 3.
To the mountain
Okay.
where
Okay, then we're good.
Halchel is.
We're good.
Is
Yep.
that not clear?
No, I'm just double checking. And on that note, I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
It's like wearing a down comforter.
Yeah. Literally, I am my own blanket.
Yeah. If you are planning on taking a room, there is currently one room that is, 2 rooms that are available. However, the rooms are single bed, but they are also beds for giants, so they're pretty big. Between the group of you, you could set up like a little cot or something in one of the rooms, or you
I
can.
should have just gone to bed with slam down.
Sleep on the floor, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm used to sleeping in non-comfortable environment.
I mean, if it's a bed for a giant, so like, you both could fit in that bed and have plenty of space.
Yeah. This is the equivalent of like what's bigger than the California King?
An Alaskan king.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. It's like that.
How about
It's a big bed.
how about this?
It's a very large bed.
I'm going to pick up Icafan, set him on the bed. Pick up Pike, set her on the bed. Go sit in the corner of the room and go to sleep.
I could have climbed up on my own, but thank you.
For the record, not a fan.
For the record,
Icafan.
Icafan. Yeah, even the 2 of you on the bed, it's like bookends on an empty shelf. This,
I could probably get in the bed too.
yeah,
but-
Barrick and Zaith could probably fit in the bed with both Picus and Icafan and have enough room. to be
I am
comfortable.
all about respecting
But there's also
the boundaries,
there's like
except for when it
there's
comes to
an
picking people up.
an egregious amount of like throw pillows that you can kind of like
Yeah, I'm gonna like make a
muscle
nest in the
around
corner.
and make a little nook spot.
Where are the other 2 sleeping?
There's Emmerich drags one of the armchairs from the hallway into the room and just kind of like sets up like a little ottoman in front of it and just puts his feet up, lounges into the chair, and gets settled in. Zaith takes like the edge of the bed up near like the wall. She's tall and lanky. She's like, I can just sleep like this and just popsicle stick.
I actually probably could have taken a pillow off of the bed, put it on the ground, and laid on the pillow, and my feet wouldn't have hung off the
Yeah,
pillow.
there's like a body pillow
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's just basically a cot for you.
Yep.
Yeah. But you arrange yourselves as you see fit. to be comfortable and drift into the dreams of further adventure and moth cats and tasty chocolate treats that await you. At some point in like the early morning, just as some of you are starting to feel the sun come in through one of the windows, you hear from outside what could only be described as like a blood-curdling scream, and a bit of excess commotion as you can hear like doors slamming, and even closer now, it sounds like it's almost like right in the middle of the village, just this
Up and out.
Yeah. As you make your way through the door and come out into the main snow-covered field in the middle of the you see this very large wild-eyed goat. Just the like long shaggy fur, big curved horns, tongue kind of like flopped out the side, and it is just doing like full zoom sprint laps back and forth as some of the other denizens here are trying to kind of like corral it and wrangle it in. You see there you go. Mondrian's out there, and he's like, "Whoa, buddy! Hey, come on now. It's okay. It's okay." And just gets head-butted in the chest and knocks him back.
How big of a goat are we talking?
I'd say it's probably about 8 to 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Like you could ride it.
I run out as well, and I cast Speak with Animals, and I say, which in Go translates to, "What the hell is going on?"
At that point, the goat kind of like it does one of those freeze stances, swings its head directly towards Ichafan, and the rest of you hear goat. Ichafan, you hear, "Who the hell do you think you are?"
Yeah, okay there, bud.
You got
Who do you think you are, causing a ruckus and waking everybody up?
Well, first of all, I don't appreciate your tone. Secondly,
Yeah, bud?
your mom.
Okay, you're gonna chirp me like that, but you're about to get dusted there, bud. Look at all these people around you. You think you can just keep frolicking on like this?
You're 10 ply, bud.
You don't know the meaning of frolicking. You wouldn't know how to frolic if...
Mother last night.
So, as the rest of you see Ichafan and this goat literally just screaming at each other, we're gonna end it there, and pick up with that at the beginning next time. Thank you all for checking us out, and we will see you next time. Same realm time, same realm channel.